Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show and maybe the final episode of Title Talk, unless Leeds United get promoted and I can celebrate. Maybe we'll do one before the final day. I'm not too sure. We're here, obviously, today to celebrate Locks. We're here to celebrate Locks together. He's been rubbing up Leeds fans, as have Leicester City, actually, the wrong way all day. Listen, this is football. You get to celebrate your moments. Now, of course, normally we'd have like a guard of honour for the title winners, yeah. But I've just put together a little speech that I feel that Locks deserves. So through gritted teeth, I'm gonna read off for you. Okay, so here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and fellow football enthusiasts. Today I stand before you to celebrate the unwavering support of my dear friend, a loyal Leicester City supporter. His passion for the beautiful game knows no bounds, and his heart beats in sync with the rhythm of the King Power Stadium. Leicester City, a team that defies odds, redefines underdog narratives, and etches its name in football history. A club that once danced in the shadows now basks in the spotlight. And my friend, with his blue and white scarf wrapped tightly around his neck, has been there through it all. Let me tell you about the magic of Leicester. It's not just about the silverware or the victories. It's about resilience, camaraderie, and the indomitable spirit of the Fit Foxes. When the odds stacked against them, they roared louder. When the Giants stumbled, they sprinted ahead. And my friend, he cheered, he sang, and he believed. Jamie Vardy, the non-league hero turned Premier League legend. His lightning pace, his audacious goals. My friend's eyes light up when he talks about Vardy. And rightly so, because Vardy isn't just a player. He's a symbol of Leicester's audacity. And what about the What about the Fatu magic? That mesmerising left foot? Those swerving free kicks? It's as if the ghosts of football legends whispered secrets into his ears. My friend, with every Fatu shimmy, felt the electricity surge through his veins. But it's not just the stars, it's the collective heartbeat. Like Hermanson, the Wout Faces, and the Harry Winks. They played like warriors, fought like gladiators, and my friend stood in the stands chanting their names. And then came the miracle season. The world watched in disbelief as Leicester City lifted the championship trophy. My friend, tears streaming down his face, hugged strangers, danced with joy, and sang a Leicester song louder than ever. It was a fairy tale, a script written by the football gods themselves. But here's the thing. My friend's loyalty isn't just about the highs, it's about the rainy days, the mid-table struggles, the missed penalties. He doesn't waver. He wears Leicester's jersey with pride, even when the results don't go their way. So let's raise our glass to my friend, the one who bleeds blue, who knows every chant, every player's middle name, and who can recount the 2016 title run like a cherished love story. And no doubt will be able to recount the 2024 championship love story. To you, my Leicester supporting friend, may the Foxes continue to surprise, may the King Power roar, and may your passion burn brighter with every match day. You're not just a fan, you are part of the Leicester City legacy. Thank you, and up the Foxes.
Wow. You know what, mate? That was good, mate. That was very good. Yeah, that was very good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Just before we get started, I did bring some props. So just reminiscing to the slander that Leicester have got over from Leeds fans in particular. Here is a clapper. Thank you very much, clapper. Oh, wait, no, here's another clapper. Thank you, another clapper. Which one's this? This is Europa League. Thank you. And this one was against Moscow, actually. Daka, 4 goals in that one.
Wow.
And then don't forget, the bottle jobs, Leicester City, who are now the champions of the league. So yeah, it's been a great 10 days. It's been beautiful. I am finished beefing Joe on Twitter. I will no longer do that. But to the rest of you, I will be there, and you can see me on Twitter. So if I'm not here, join my Twitter and we can have a little scrap. But
yeah. Listen, mate. Congratulations, Premier League Premier League is now in your hands, and not only that, you've won the Premier League title as well, and done so. I mean, really, if Ipswich drop points tonight, you might do it with a few games to spare as well, mate. So you've come through it. Are you now Enzo in?
I'm neutral. I'm neutral.
You're neutral.
I'm not in. I'm not out. Shake it all about. Yeah, I was saying Dak. Yeah, Dak is awful. I'm just saying he scored 4 goals in the Moscow game, by the way. Yeah, I have doubts. Obviously, for some reason, the Leeds fans on Twitter, when Leicester City got promoted and when Leicester City confirmed the title last night, for some reason, all they do is say, "You wanted Enzo out." Well, yeah, I wanted Enzo out. You wanted Jesse Marsh out. I'm sure if you actually went on then and won the Premier League for you, you'd probably say Jesse Marsh in. So things change. All of that. We'll see what happens next season. If he starts poorly and he shows his lack of ability to change things when needed, then I'll be Enzo out for sure, because it's about the here and now. It's about what we need right now. And right now he's done good. He's turned it around. Next season, if he's got us, awful, if we're not very good, if he's not changing things, if we're going to get relegated, then yeah, sack him. So yeah. We sacked Ranieri 7 months after we won the Premier League. Come on, this is Leicester City. Ruthless. Yeah. Ruthless.
As Job Corby says, here come the cheating brigade. It's like Manchester City and their 115 charges.
Honestly, we're going to get our punishment next season in the Premier League. But there's the main bit there, the Premier League. We will be in the Premier League. I would rather a points deduction in the Premier League than being in the Championship. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I can't disagree. I think what annoys Leeds fans, mate, just on that, and of course this is YouTube, and of course, like Man City fans, they get the 115 charges and all that. But it is a kick in the teeth in a way, because we stuck to the rules and was relegated. We've stuck to the rules and might miss out. So it's like, well, we should have fucking cheated in the first place. Do you know what I mean? And that's on our owners. But
we haven't broken any rules this season. No rules broken. No rules broken. And we're getting punished for last season, next season. We haven't broken any rules. The EFL can't punish us for the Premier. We've already gone through this. This is what the news was a couple of weeks ago, that the EFL tried to give us a points deduction this year, and we said, "Hold up, here's the rules. You're not allowed to give us punishments for Premier League rule breaks." So don't come for me. Don't come for Leicester. You need to go to the EFL and the Premier League. They're the ones who have got their wires crossed and haven't got the rules lined up. So that's it. We played in the Premier League, in the Championship, with a Prem cheat team. Not true. We got rid of Tielemans. We got rid of Maddison. We got rid of Harvey Barnes. We spent less money this summer than Leeds did, by the way. So, keep it coming. I'm ready for it. I'm here for it.
Did you actually?
Yeah, we spent less money than you, yeah. Yeah, spent less money than you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we bought like Ampadu and all that sort of stuff. Gabagini will be here. Locks will be here. I'm sure we'll discuss footballing matters at some point during the season. So yeah.
Gabagen, I'm sure 10 days ago you were actually winding me up. So if you can't take it, don't give it up, fella, mate. That's all.
Yeah. No, I think that's a fair assessment. Mate, talk to me. How tin pot do you feel about the Leicester fans singing "I Predict a Riot" in the changing rooms?
No problem whatsoever. Leeds fans sang when crying Frank Lampard. They sang about Frank Lampard. So
I don't think when we'd gone up we didn't go up that season. So the Leeds players didn't. The Leeds players didn't.
When Derby bottled it, I saw Leeds fans singing it. When Derby didn't go up. When Derby didn't get
Leeds players didn't.
I actually think there is a clip out there of who was it? Was it Koch or Laurent? I can't remember. One of your players was singing about it. Was singing "Stop Crying for Lampard."
Maybe Click might have.
There's a clip.
Click. Maybe it might be. He might have actually, because that's Gabagen, get in.
I've just seen it.
Get in the bin.
But Joe's the same. Joe would be coming for me if Leeds had just won the title.
100% I would. 100%. And to be honest, we're different fans, Gabagen. You hate everything, I love everything. It's different. And Locks is my friend, so relax, man. People take it too literal, man. We're having a bit of fun. He's won the league. We can't really chat. Bobby says Leicester fans obsessed with us. Little bit, mate. little bit because, yeah.
All I'm saying, bro, is, Ampadu, for example, coming down the tunnel after you beat us. Oh, it's a
Yes.
game for us, referencing Enzo. And can I please remind you all of you, that during games this season, the Leeds fans were in the crowd singing "Leicester City, we're coming for you." That's true. It's true.
Okay.
There's a clip online. The Leeds fans were in the crowd singing "Leicester City, we're coming for you" when Leicester started to rock, and obviously you were winning game after game, right? They were singing that.
Yeah. I
So
think
then
this
why
is my
can't we sing back?
bro. I'm just winding you up about the players. I get the fans.
I know.
When I heard last night in the crowd, I predict a riot. I predict the playoffs. I love that shit, mate, because that's what it's about. That's what football fandom is about. You don't go, oh, we better not sing that about them. It is what it is. Leicester won the league, and because they won the league, they have the right to rub it in our faces 100%. I sat here on many, many shows telling you, we're going to do it right at the start of the season. We're going to do it. I mocked you for saying you're going to win the league. I said Enzo would be fucking sacked. I said you would be like Stoke. All these things. So I deserves, everything. It is what it is. This is football fandom, innit? You'll get no, like, sort of spilt... what's the word? You won't get no bitterness from me. It is what it is.
This is what I'm saying, bro. It's if you had just been silent, because like I'm not putting you guys down for singing about Leicester or for the Ampadu thing or for the Rutter thing. I'm not putting you down for that. I'm putting you down for the fact that you've done that and then you're trying to tell us not to do it. It's if you hadn't given it out and then we were coming for you, then we do look like we look obsessed. But you came for us. We're coming back for you. That's all it is. That is literally all it is. So, there's going to be... and
what it does show, mate, what it does show us is Leicester City were aware of the I Predict a Riot stuff. And it stung, and it hurt them, and it rattled them. You can't say it didn't because they've then gone back to it. But again, that's sport. Keenan Dewsbury, Jamie Vardy, they've seen them Leeds players going, we're the best in the league. I Predict a Riot, and they've gone, we can't let these win over us. We cannot let these win over us, of course. Like, I can guarantee you, this is what we don't see as fans. In them changing rooms, when we beat you at Ellen Road, for example, we'll have been banging on the walls and everything because that's what football fans and players, do as well. It is what it is. It is what it is. You won't get no complaints from me, mate.
No, that's it, mate. Yeah, again, keep it coming with the cheaters stuff. I mean, we broke the rules because we gave Patson Daka, Boubakary Samari, and Ryan Bertrand and all these high wages. I mean, hardly, Samari and Bertrand and Iheanacho, they've barely played this season. I mean, I get what you're saying. On paper, we've broken rules last season, but we lost half our team like Leeds did. We've brought in players that we wouldn't have looked at 12 months ago. The players that were not on the transfer list because they weren't good enough 12 months ago, and we brought in players now that are good enough for the Championship. And it is one of them. I have no problems with anyone calling us cheaters because on paper we did cheat. What I will say, though, is we haven't broken any rules in the EFL. How long does it go on for? How long does it go on for that Leicester broke the rules in 2022? If Leicester go and win the Premier League again in 2 years' time, well, Leicester broke the rules in 2022, so it shouldn't have counted, So we'll get our punishment like Leeds did, like I said last night, 20 years ago, whatever. You got in trouble, didn't you, 20 years ago, whatever. Everton, they've had their punishment. Forest, they've had a punishment as well. Man City might get their punishment in due course, but we will get ours. But for now, we have been promoted. That's it. It's as simple as that. We've been promoted.
Bournemouth received... They overspent in the EFL and got a poxy fine. Now with points deduction, what it'll just be like in lieu. If you ever go back to the Championship, you will then get that points deduction dished out. Do you know what I mean? You will get it dished out. Anyway, mate. Yeah, you won the title. You've got Who have you got on the final day?
Gabbardin's making me
I know,
laugh, bro.
just leave him out. Yeah.
Can I just say, Joe's sitting there laughing and accepts it because he knows that there's nothing that you can do about it. There's nothing anyone can do. Like the EFL tried to give us a point deduction. They failed because it wasn't legal, and that's it.
All I'll say is, if the shoe was on the other foot,
yes,
and I cheated, and Locks was saying you've cheated, I'd be going, yeah, I don't care. We're going to the Premier League. This is fun, man. It's like relax, people. Anyway, move on.
Like, what do you want? Do you want a punishment? In that case, you'll get him one next season. We'll have
next
one,
season.
You know?
Yeah, points deduction.
The Premier League. We broke the rules in the Premier League. We will get the punishment in the Premier League. So, last game of the season, Blackburn, mate. Blackburn,
easy 3 points then, and at home lift the title should be easy,
yeah,
right? You'll be able to get your clappers out. Do you want to show us them again? Give us another go.
Putting the clappers out, mate.
Yeah, piece of cardboard to create an atmosphere.
Yes,
Look at the state of them.
Do you know when they came in? Do you know when these came in? Do you know when they came into the stadium?
Go on, man.
2015-16. What happened that year?
Okay. So is that what? Oh, so you got over the line because of clappers? You won the Premier League.
It helped the atmosphere, bro. It helped the atmosphere. It's simple as
you
that.
shouldn't need to have to help the. This is the thing. The loudest I heard Leicester fans was last night, and they were singing about Leeds.
Blackburn, mate. No one cares if we lose 5-0. You know, it's it'll be nice to get 100 points and whatever, and we'll probably finish. I mean, if you lose to Southampton, we'll be 10 points ahead of you. But there's some very. It's kind of reminiscent of the 2015-16 season. This Leeds are the Spurs of that season, mate. I'm being serious because it was and they, funny enough, Spurs actually sang that as well. Leicester City, we're coming for you, and all this stuff, and they ended up finishing third. that's where we give all the Spurs, third in a 2-horse race and all of this. So, look, in all seriousness, I'll tone it down a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be a good day, mate. It's going to be a good day. Look, we got relegated last year, and people have said all year, well, if we get promoted to the Premier League again, that's what we should be doing. It's not really an achievement. It's kind of a necessity. It's what you're expected to do. However, you have to enjoy silverware. You have to enjoy the good moments because we're getting a points deduction next year. Who knows when our next happy day will be? So we're making the most of it now. That's it. There's no guarantees. There's no guarantees that because next season we get relegated again, and then we're in the Championship. And let's say the year after that we don't get promoted. We have to enjoy this promotion, and 100%. We now have the record second division titles as well. We took over Man City, which is not a massive achievement, but it's another record.
Do you want that like second division title?
Well, Leicester the original like proper yo-yo club, man. Leicester were the original yo-yo club. Like any FIFA players here, I remember like playing FIFA back in 10 years ago, and the commentary would always talk about how Leicester are a yo-yo club, and that's what we were. And in the last 10 years, we've been blessed. We've had the best times of our history, and who knows what the future holds. But for now, we'll take the dub, big dub, getting promoted.
Take it, mate. Exactly. You got to take it right. Let's swing it round slightly then, because Leeds United have a dog in the fight tonight, because there is a massive game on at 8 o'clock. I'll be watching it on the channel. I'll be live from 7:30. Coventry take on Ipswich. How do you see this one going, mate? From an outsider's perspective, we were asked a question actually from Nakata, who said, "Well done for the promotion. What are your thoughts on the game tonight between Coventry and Ipswich?"
Look, I said this 10 days ago, in a couple episodes of Title Talk ago. Ipswich know that they are 5 days away from the Premier League. They are 5 days away. Yeah. I know they didn't get the 3 points against Hull, which would that have confirmed?
No,
all but.
If they'd have only needed a point. They'd have only needed a point, mate. Yeah.
And it's like today, it's all. It is tonight, isn't it? Ipswich game. Tonight it's all but confirmed if they win. So I think they'll win. I think Ipswich win. However, Coventry, bro, against the better teams, have fared well. They beat Leicester.
Look at them against. We only got 1 point off Coventry.
2-0, wasn't it? 2-1?
2-1, and they beat, and we drew 1-1 at our place.
Yeah, and look at them against Man United, mate. Look at them against Man United. So it's going to be tough for Coventry to get the win. I do think Ipswich will get it over the line just. But it's going to be a mad game. I know you'll be doing a watch along and all that. I'll be watching as well. Pressure free, thankfully. But no, that's not even a dig. I'm just saying. It's nice to be able to watch a game at the top of the table and not have to think, oh, but what's best for us, or what happens if they win, and what happens if if they win. So, I think Ipswich will do it, mate. And then it goes, obviously, like we said, it goes down to the last day regardless. And although it's a big ask for Huddersfield to beat Ipswich on the last day and then you to beat Southampton, you just never know. You just never know.
Exactly, you're right, mate. You just never know. Like you've mentioned, it's like football's a mad game, but I think.
Bye, Gabbo. Gabbagen, bye, mate. Cheers.
Big up to Gabbagen. See you tonight. Let's have a look. I'm just having a look at their past records. So Ipswich beat them earlier on in the season, beat them in 2012, beat them in 2011, drew in 2011. Lost. I'm just trying to look to see. But Coventry have no wins in 5. They've got a fair few players out. Do you think they'll win this game as well? Then do you think they'll win this game or draw or?
Ipswich, I think Ipswich will win, mate. Yeah, I do. Yeah, like I said, they could turn up Cov and they could get it up, but I just can't see it. I think Ipswich, knowing that they're, like I said, 5 days away from the Premier League, I think, if I know it's easy for us to say because obviously it was the same with Leicester and QPR in key moments. Leicester and Leeds in key moments, we've dropped points. But if you're not going to be psyched up for this game tonight at Ipswich, you're never going to be psyched up. This is the game where you have to turn up. And 5 days away from the Premier League, an underdog story, Ipswich. I know people expected them to do, a lot of people expected them to do well.
Not like this year. Well though.
But not 90. No. I mean, what if they win tonight? They'll be
not
on
even in
points.
the promotion hunt. Maybe playoffs. Not even that mid-table. Ben Bloom said mid-table. Yeah, I don't know. Like for them to be sitting now, like you've mentioned, they're 4 points away from promotion to the Premier League.
But it could. Story. They could flap. They could. I mean, like Steve said there, like you versus QPR, and I mean, it's happened to Leicester against Millwall and Plymouth. Like, they could flap. I just think all it
takes is an early goal, isn't it, from Cov, and it really sets the fucking cat amongst the pigeons, really.
Yeah, and it would be nice for Ipswich to go up because I suppose without being mean, and it is an easier Premier League season next year with Ipswich. No offense, it's an easier year. So Leicester, Ipswich, and Leeds rather than Leicester, Leeds, Southampton. You know what I mean? You get what I'm trying to say. It's another place where it could help in the battle for relegation next season. So, but I would like Leeds to go up, as I've said. I think Leeds in the playoffs just makes the playoffs a little bit more exciting in my eyes. And
for your eyes, not for mine, bro.
I know. And I hope you go up because, as I've said all year, by the way, Leeds fans, before you come at me saying, I've said all year, I want Leeds to come up with Leicester because I want to see Joe. I want to see my friend Joe happy. As long as we're above Leeds this season, I want Leeds to go up. That's all. I've said that all year.
Yeah, we need to. I've been channeling Sky Blues all week. I've been tweeting pictures of Mustafa Hadji.
I've seen your profile picture as well.
My profile picture is my favourite American, Hadji Wright. Ellis Sims is up there. You've got Callum O'Hare. Someone was saying earlier on that maybe Sheaf is going to be fit in the comments, which is a massive plus for them. It's just defensively they've got a few issues, but
what do you think to Callum O'Hare?
Good player, very good player. And
do you like him? Have you seen his interview? Have you heard him speak?
As an individual, no, I'm not keen, mate. Not mainly because after they got a point against us, he was dancing around in the train station.
He did the same against us. Against us, yeah.
So he's just one of them characters anyway. You just think you're a dick, but yeah.
Have you heard him speak? Have you seen the interview? Mate, it's fucking funny, man.
Is he?
He's got a roadman accent in it, but where's he
okay.
from? Tell someone in the chat, find out where he's from. It's honestly the way he speaks is just. I just feel he just strikes me as a kind of like a bit of a, I don't know, those players who like arrogance is up here, and his confidence is up here, but then his ability is kind of down here. He strikes me as one of them, but
I think he's a very good player, man. I think he's a very good player.
I don't think he's top 10 Championship players.
Oh, I don't know. Like, he's a young lad as well. Yeah,
I don't know.
Right, mate. So I'm going to ask you a question. Now that you've been promoted, if you could pick up 3 players from the Championship to take up with you, who would you pick?
Oh, yeah. Realistic. Should I make it realistic?
No,
because I could say Sinister, or I could say Arch. I'll make it realistic. Who Leicester could sign? I would take. Oh man, put me on the spot here, bro. I would take.
Oh, Jack Clark's a good shout, Mr. McGee.
Yeah, Jack Clark. I would take Jack Clark. But then the other two, I would. If I'm being realistic, I don't think it's super unrealistic to say Adam Armstrong.
No, I don't think it is either. But he's done shit in the Prem before, though.
I'd take him though. I'd take him.
Shit in the Prem.
We're talking realistic here, bro. Like I could say Somerville, you know what I mean? But we ain't gonna get him, man.
No. But what about mentioned Gabriel Sara?
Smodics
is a shout. Smodics.
I take Smodics. I think he'd be really good in our advanced 8 role. In the role that kind of Ndidi plays. Jack Clark, Smodics, and Sara's a shout. I would say maybe Leif Davis, but he's I don't think he would suit the team in terms of, he wouldn't an inverted left centre back.
He's not very good at left back either, mate.
No,
defensively, sorry, is what I would say. He's more of an attacking fullback, and I think in the Prem, if they do get promoted, he'll get. There'll be so many right wingers in behind, but that's the same. I mean, for every team, really, the right wingers are insane, aren't they?
Yeah, I think Greaves from Hull, mate, is decent. I like Jacob Greaves from Hull.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I've seen Leicester fans say they want Callum at Hare. I'm not overly keen. I know he's out of contract, so it would be a free transfer.
It was saying he's 25. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was. I thought.
But if I had to name 3, I'd say Smodics, I'd say Jack Clark, and I'd say, you know what? I'll say Sara, because I think Sara's brilliant, mate. Yeah, I really like Sara. Yeah.
I think if we were to confirm going up, I would take Ellis Sims, Sammy Schmodics, and Jacob Greaves, I think.
You take Ellis Sims?
Yeah, I like him, mate, yeah.
No, mate, I think he's fucking wank, mate.
Really? I like him.
I think he's shocking.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. But to be fair, mate, I really like the look of Latte Lat.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a very profitable season towards the back end, but yeah, maybe that could be a shout as well. What about, would you take Pat Bamford?
If it was in replace of Patson Daka. Yeah.
Who would you take from the Leeds side if you could?
If I could, it would be Somerville.
Yeah.
It would be, funny enough, because I'm not his biggest fan, but Rutter. Again, I think.
Why are you not his biggest fan? Tell me, because he said that we were the best team in the league.
Yeah, and
but
also
he's a young kid, man. He was enjoying himself, man.
I just think the profile. I think the profile would suit our team. Who else? I mean, I don't think Archie Gray starts for us personally. I don't think he does. But I'd take him for sure. I'm saying right now, I don't think he starts.
What's a bench warmer like? Is that what
right now? Right now, he doesn't start for us, but he would. He will. And then maybe I see people saying Rodon. I don't know about Rodon. I don't know. I don't think he's any. I don't think he's any better.
No, he's not better, mate. He's not better than what you've got. People get a little bit too gassed. He's not better than what you've got. He's good. He's very good, but he's not wow fest, in my opinion.
Yeah. And then I don't really know anyone. I don't. I'm not sure on anyone else, mate. If I'm honest with you, you'd say maybe Perot, but
Melier?
Fuck off, mate. Absolutely not. Absolutely not, mate. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe probably not Nonto. I don't really like Nonto either, mate. I don't really like Nonto. No.
I think
Ampadu. Would I take Ampadu?
You're guaranteed relegation if you are, right? You're with his three relegations.
Three times.
Yeah.
Right, Firpo doesn't start for Leicester City. No chance.
Who plays it? No.
He don't.
Listen, yeah. It's Premier League.
Nonto doesn't start either. Nonto does not start over Mavididi or Fatawu. Doesn't start.
I would start him over Fatawu, mate. Although I've been impressed
with
Fatawu. Listen, hear me out.
Nah,
I've been impressed with Fatawu over the last few weeks, especially defensively. But I just think in terms of consistency over the season, I would take Nonto.
Not a chance.
I think so.
Not a chance.
I don't think he's that good.
But I'd take Ampadu for the. I would take Ampadu for the squad. I'd take Rutter for sure. I think Rutter starts instead of Wilfred and Didi. Somerville starts obviously all day long over Mavididi. And then that's it really. But yeah, the EFL awards would have you think that all of them would start for Leicester. So
yeah, I mean I don't disagree.
I don't want mentality midgets in my team, mate.
I love that. That's a great shout. Mentality midgets,
Aronson, Brendan Harrison, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd take Jack Harrison. People saying Jack Harrison, I'd still take him at Leicester, not to start, but I'd take him. Yeah. But he wanted 100 grand off us.
Mate.
You gave him 100 grand, didn't you? You gave him 100 grand.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because he was at Seagrave, or he's on his way down at least.
Yeah,
he asked for 100 grand off us.
We pulled the plug on it, bro. I think.
No, we were going to give him 100 grand.
Right.
And Leeds matched it. It.
Okay.
And he was there for what 5 months. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rads. You gave him 100 grand. You matched what we were going to give him, which is baffling that we were even going to give him 100 grand anyway. But that shows what state we were at.
I did like Jack. I can't lie to you. Keenan Dewsbury Hall. Then, do you think where's he going and will he go? Do you think he will?
I think he's smarter than he's linked with Brentford. He's linked with Fulham. I think he's smarter than that. I don't think he would do that. Brighton's a shout. Brighton is a shout. But I still don't think he leaves Leicester City in the Premier League for Brighton.
No,
I think it would need to be a big six. If a big six comes in for him.
Do you think Manchester United come in for him?
I'm seeing it, but I'm seeing people say it, mate. But I find it.
I think they're changing. Obviously, Manchester United behind the scenes are doing a lot of change, and I think they'll go for a lot of homegrown players. I think they're trying to change. Because back in the day, Manchester United had a lot of homegrown players, and I see what's his face? I forget his name. They seem to be going down that route behind the scenes almost, it seems. So I think they will go Dewsbury Hall. I think they're looking at people like Eze. I know Lise's is French, isn't he? Or he's signed, but I think he grew up in London, maybe. I'm not too sure. But Michael Elise, players like that. Dewsbury Hall, Newcastle potentially as well.
I could see him at Newcastle, yeah. They're ambitious, obviously, at the minute. I mean, look, yeah, you said big six. Why are you suggesting Man U? I don't think, because people will say, well, you'd rather be at Fulham than Leicester because of the point seduction and stuff. We'd rather be at Brentford than Leicester. I get what you're saying, but I just don't think he would leave Leicester, his boyhood club for a Brentford or a Fulham. I think because he could go to Fulham and he could be their main man. Let's be honest, he could. Not their main man as in their best player, but he'd start for them nearly every week, I think, at Fulham. However, I don't think Dewsbury Hall is a very good Premier League footballer.
You don't?
No. Embargo? What embargo? We don't have an embargo anymore. That was the EFL.
No,
we're Premier League.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
No
But I don't think he is he won't be as good. I don't know. All I'm saying is, when he burst onto the scene at Leicester, as with any player, young player, mate, that bursts onto the scene, they get overhyped, right? So, he might have 3 good games and 5 bad games, but the 3 good games from a youngster coming through, breaking through, they'll be at the forefront of your mind. I don't think he is. I think if he goes to Man United, he plays barely any games, mate. I just.
Oh no, I disagree. He'll be.
I don't think so, bro. You cannot tell me Man United are going to have Dewsbury Hall starting in midfield for them.
I would. I
often.
Think he's a top player, mate, and with better players around him, I think he'll be even better.
Nah, mate. I disagree entirely. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Man United, I would like that because they're more likely to give us a bit more wonga because we like ripping off the big clubs. But 40 million, he goes anywhere.
Yeah, this is a good shout by Joe. Anthony gets in that team, so you're overestimating them. That's a good point.
Nah, come on, man. I can't actually believe it that
Bro, their midfield, their team's wank, man. They've got fucking Scott McTominay up there.
Scott McTominay is a better player than Kieran Dewsbury Hall. He is. He is. He's different. No, he is. He is. I think he is.
No, he's not.
Shove Scott McTominay in the Championship, mate. See what he does, bro. Come on.
Well, see what he does. Dewsbury Hall did.
That's what I'm saying. He's done it in the Championship. Fair play, but I don't think he is.
Dewsbury Hall is better than McTominay, bro.
I'm not entirely sure, bro. I'm honestly not.
Okay. Well, listen, breaking news. Everton have just called in a leading firm of insolvency advisors about going into administration because 7-7 partners are having financial difficulties. Apparently, they're waiting for a further 50 million of loan from 777 to help them during the month of April. However, they've got financial difficulties. They have already loaned 200 million during 7 months to Everton. So now Everton are having to call in insolvency advisors and restructuring as they may be going into administration. How wild is that, mate? Obviously, they've just secured their Premier League status, but they could be about going into administration. Would that include a points deduction as well, potentially? I
think you do get points deductions for administration, right?
Yeah.
I think you do. Yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. How a Premier League club can be in that state is ridiculous.
Poor
with the money that's in the Premier League, and I'm pretty sure that Everton are one of the clubs that have never been relegated from the top flight of English football ever. They're a big club, They're a big club. People obviously think of recent years, but they are one of the bigger clubs in the Premier League. So. I mean, maybe 10-point deduction, mate. I think it is. Yeah, someone said it there. Administration is an automatic 10-point deduction. I know that because I play Football Manager and I've been in administration a few times. But maybe 15. Yeah, I don't know. But that's wild if that happens. I say hopefully, but I'm not an Everton fan. But no, you don't want. No one wants to see a club go in administration. No one. In my eye, I don't know about you, mate. You might want Man United in administration, but nice. I think of the fans. Like, you know what I mean? You think if you were a fan of a club that goes into administration, Leicester will not be looking at administration next season. What are you going on about? You're wild. Leicester aren't in a financial mess. It's the penalties, the financial penalty, the rules that. Well, yeah, whatever. But we're talking about Everton.
We're
but Jack Harrison, they're not gonna make that permanent, are they? If they're in that much of a mess, they won't be going in for Nonto again, like last year. So
that's a shout. I don't know. They'll probably sell Branthwaite. He's another player that'll end up at Manchester United to me. So they'll get quite a pretty penny for him as well, I think.
Onana.
So, Onana, he's shite, isn't he?
No, he's all right. I think he's quite good.
What, Onana?
Yeah, I like Onana.
Are you all right? Have you
I like
your
Onana.
Head?
What's wrong with Onana?
Are you kidding me?
What's wrong with Onana, mate?
He's shit.
I don't think he's shit. I think he's all right.
Have you seen his highlight reel?
I'm a Onana.
They'd be better off getting Pickford. They would be better off getting Pickford.
I like Onana.
Onana is pish, mate. Doucouré, you've got the other guy who... what's he called? Oh, are you on about the midfielder?
Who do you think I'm on about?
I thought you were on about the Manchester United goalkeeper.
No, you knob. The midfielder, Onana.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah. No, Onana's good. Onana's...
Everton.
My head was elsewhere there. I thought you meant the goalkeeper Onana. And then I realised I was thinking of the player going, that guy who plays in midfield, and then I realised, oh, that is Onana. And then I clicked. What an idiot I am. Sick.
No,
Onana is good.
Amadou Onana. Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Doucouré. I thought you meant the fucking goalkeeper. I was going, what? Same Vegas, same. Exactly. Manchester United keeper play midfield for Everton. Sorry, it's me who's all right. When I asked Locks, are you all right? It's me. Still early, folks. Still early. I've been for a run this morning, so yeah, I hadn't had my shower yet, so maybe that's what it is. I need to have my shower.
They've got value in their squad.
Oh yeah, they do. Branthwaite will bring big money. Branthwaite will bring big money. How much did City pay for Stones? Was it about 50 mil?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think he could get close to that for him, because I think a few will come in for him, mate. So I think 30, 40, 50, it'll get a bit mad with him.
And if you sell players that come through the academy, it's obviously pure profit. I mean, that's why they sold Tom Cannon to us. They actually, Everton fans wanted to keep Tom Cannon, for the future, but
really
they were quite annoyed that they sold him.
Do you think he's got a future at Leicester?
Yeah, 100%, mate. I really like him. I think he's a proper out and out, like, number 9. He's a proper striker, Tom Cannon. He's not, you could say he doesn't massively suit Enzo's style, but let's be honest, how long is Enzo Maresca going to be at Leicester City for? I don't think it's going to be too long, mate, if I'm honest. Yeah. Maybe 12 months. We'll see.
We will be there. We will do an emergency title talk when he gets the sack.
Title talk? It'll be relegation talk, mate. It'll be relegation talk. Yeah.
If indeed, we'll probably still be in the other league. Anyway, listen, folks, I'll be live back at 7 o'clock. We're going to dip now because I need to get a shower and get sorted and whatnot. So we'll be back at 7:30 to watch Coventry take on Ipswich. Play up you Sky Blues. We'll live and die. We'll live and die. We'll live and die in these towns. Big up the enemy. Big up Gordon Strachan, Gary Mack, Mustafa Hadji, Callum O'Hare, Hadji Wright, Ellis Sims, Mark Robbins, the whole town of Coventry. Play up you Sky Blues. And
Mark Robbins, good manager.
Yeah, good manager. There you go. We will be there. I will not be late, and we'll see you in a bit. Thanks as always, Locks. Cheat.
I predict